Hello everyone, ImmortanG here, and welcome to another iRacing video. It's been a while, but we have some news to share today. And well, like me, you might have tried jumping on the iRacing service and been greeted with a maintenance pop-up screen unexpectedly today, even though there was no planned maintenance. So I took to Twitter to see what was going on. There's unfortunate news that iRacing has started receiving DDoS attacks in the past week or so. Let's go take a look at what they're saying over on Twitter. iRacing support has posted, "Sorry for the inconvenience. We know we have issues now and are actively investigating. We are working on getting this resolved ASAP. More details, go check out the forums and you can check out the server status, etc." Of course, you have your funny memes down here. But if we go over to the forums, this takes us to this post here under staffing announcements, where the title of their post is "Server Issues Across All Farms on July 3rd and 4th of 2024. So this is going back, all starting on July 4th, where they were experiencing a DDoS attack on the race infrastructure. In the first attack, and they go on to the times of when the attacks were, etc. And it caused a disruption to scheduling session registration and ongoing race sessions. So people were popped out of their races in the middle of this. And they also noted that iRacing is doing everything they can to mitigate the damage as fast as possible, including calling people in from vacation, as it was July 4th week. Say a few other things. The DDoS attacks on our infrastructure impacted our connectivity and a few critical pathways needed to provide stable service. Every attack like this is a learning experience for our operations team. We've learned some ideas we will implement to improve our resilience and our ability to mitigate these types of attacks should they happen again in the future. We are sorry for users who negatively impacted by these interruptions." And then they go on from another attack happened on July 6th. And where they say there was a similar impact again to users during that time, and there was a longer impact that delayed a lot of results processing and slowed overall UI performances for some tasks. This morning we are using emergency maintenance window to correct some parts of our infrastructure. And finally, the updated post from today from Nichols Bailey: around 2:45 p.m. Eastern time, we began experiencing another DDoS attack and are working through the mitigation and response process now. Insight from someone who works in IT and IT cloud security had an interesting post that was over on Reddit and shared in the iRacing forums from NH Operator. It goes, "I work in IT cloud security. Targeted DDoS attacks like this is extremely hard to defend against. Easiest defense is to have network links bigger than what the attackers can throw at you. However, that's obviously extremely expensive. IRC, they are hosted on top of AWS, so they already have one of the industry leading clouds defending them just by being hosted on top of them, and they are still struggling. The ease at which you can purchase and globally distribute botnet and DDoS and whatever you want is crazy. The difficulty in blocking a globally distributed DDoS botnet is very high. You have to try and block only the bad traffic while allowing the good traffic. If your business relies on players connecting to your servers from all over the world, this can become particularly impossible to prevent, since you can't just whitelist a few other IP addresses that you own and know all traffic is originating from. And as an industry professional, I've actually been rather impressed at the speed they are recovering. It sucks you can't play or get DC'd from the race, but keep in mind, no one is more upset about it than our racing team. They are doing a great job, but when you get some pissed off racers who got banned for something who decides to throw a fit by throwing some DDoS at the company, there's not a lot you can do proactively. DDoS response is a reactive thing for the most part if it got any real muscle or complexity behind it." So there we go. There's a little insight from an IT professional that seems pretty reasonable from my reading of it. And I've seen on other posts and forums and stuff just how easy it can be for someone to initiate a DDoS attack. For as little as like $500, just go to the dark web and you can find nefarious people out there to initiate a huge global DDoS attack like this. So ultimately, this is a big disruption for the iRacing community, obviously, as I was going to go on and maybe try to shoot a video before I left for the weekend on a vacation. Unfortunately, that does not seem possible now. So that's the speculation now. Who would be behind such an attack like this? Is it just some disgruntled iRacing user? Maybe it's someone who's more of an ACC fan, but who knows? We'll leave that speculation to you folks. So let the speculation begin. Let me know down in the comments below. Who do you think is behind these attacks on iRacing? That's all we got, folks. And until next time, safe driving.